In this section I'd like to talk about the plugins that change the dynamics of the sound. Up until recently I was trying to influence the attack of a sound adding a kick drum click using compressors, but finally I decided to use the envelope shapers instead of that. And I was touching this subject in my first video course, the Mixing Secrets, and I've recommended to use envelope shaper that was included as a standard Cubase plugin, but recently I found a better solution to work with. That is Transient Shaper from Shack Audio Technologies. That's an absolutely gorgeous and at the same time not that expensive VST plugin, though it influences the dynamics drastically, and that's an example of it. Here I would like to mention that a majority of the demos that are coming over to my label or I'm asked to provide reference for have a really weak drum section. The drums are coming with really long releases, and it seems that people do not pay that much of attention to the precision of the drum parts and the lengths of the drum samples. Using envelope shapers, we may influence the dynamics of the sound dramatically. Note how release function in Transient Shaper works. When it is set to min, it works almost as a gate. When it is set to max, it expands the release significantly. Something that a built-in Cubase shaper cannot boast. So I just recommend to acquire Transient Shaper as a really universal solution that works faultless. Another plugin that I'd like to recommend is Oxford Dynamics from Sony. For some time now, the division that deals with audio plugins production has been renamed into Sonox, and here we go. Here we got nearly everything we may need to work with dynamics, and let us start from the far end. Warmth module is responsible for adding harmonics, emulating the tube sound. We won't notice much of it on this drum loop, but it works really great with bass and synth lines. They sound better and become more readable in the mix. Another important module is the compression module itself. The most important one. When we shorten the attack time, we get the sound peaks compressed immediately. When we extend the attack time, we let the first peaks pass and adding a punch to the sound. And now using the gate, we may cut the excessive frequencies till the level set with the threshold value. And now the loop from so to say the weak one turns out to be sounding really crispy. I wouldn't use the way it sounds now though. I just wanted to show how we may influence the sound dynamics dramatically using the compression and transient shaping. as it is really critical to have distinct and expressive percussion in a dance track.